Hey everybody, it's me, Pam, Dragon Moon Creations. Welcome back to my channel. Another garden video. I put my tomatoes out today. My corn has come up. It has come up. I'm going to see if I can stay out of my own light. But right there, corn. And there's corn. And right there's corn. Yeah, and that's my glass gem corn, remember? My cucumbers are not doing very well, so what I did was I went in and I planted 3 more seeds, and if they come up and they're more vigorous, these have not really grown, and one of them is actually dying. I think they got way too much water when we had all that rain. So anyway, yeah, these were in the greenhouse, and I couldn't get in the greenhouse hardly. All of the tomatoes were in the greenhouse, and I just couldn't get in the greenhouse. So, excuse me, I burped. I had to get them out. They're like, what, I don't know how tall they are. With the pot and everything, what are they, 3 feet at least, right? So, yeah. And this is getting ready to bloom. Now that is a double petunia. It's a red and white. My lettuce is almost ready to eat. And that's my spinach. That's my second planting of onion. I did get my herbs in the pots today, and none too soon because they were not doing well in the greenhouse. They were just ready to be out of those little pots that they were in. My marigolds are doing really well. And there's some more herbs. It's basil, cilantro, and thyme. That's what's. And I planted I planted one of each in there. Now, my onions, I've been eating them already. My peppers, they're hanging in there. It's been a little too cold. I did have to cover them up for the frost that we had 3 nights in a row. There is another second planting of onions. My beans, I don't know. I don't think beans like to be grown in pots, and my strawberries will not start. I don't know why. Carrots are doing really well. And like I said, that's my head lettuce, like stuff. It's I'm going to get my own light now. You can see my hat, but it's supposed to be like little heads of lettuce. I don't know if that's really going to happen or not. Thought that was a bug. It's a leaf. And carrots, I know, somebody's out there saying, Pam, you really need to thin those carrots. I can't. I'm going to have somebody else do it. They're babies. And it took like 3.5 weeks for them to come up. And there's some more second planting of onions. What I wanted to show you here is I watched a video and it said to pinch back your peppers and you'll have big bushy peppers and get more peppers. And these are California Wonder, just plain old California Wonder. And I did that. I did pinch them back, and they are getting branches down in the crooks, just like just like a flower when you pinch them back. This one actually looks like it's got a bud. Look at that. See that down there? But I did that with all of them. Some of them are doing better than others, like that one is doing better. But what it's doing is it's going to create more branches up here and right down there. And that's why I did it. And I still have time. If they don't take off, I still have time to go get more peppers. Now these tomato plants, some of them are doing really well. And some of them are doing moderately well. Actually, these were really, really small when I planted them. I don't know. Maybe I did a video before. These are Romas. 1, 2, 3, 4 Romas right here in a row. And these 2 stayed out last night. I said, well, I can risk 2. And then I put the others out this morning. And also, the tomato cages are all different sizes. I did not know that. I knew I had, this one was short, and I knew that one was tall, but I didn't know these were in between, and my friend gave me those. My friend Deb gave me those. These are those, what is it, 100, something 100, and that's a black cherry. The black cherry, it was the first one that needed caged. They have blooms. They all have blooms. Yeah. And you can see that one has blooms. These are Mr. Stripey. Now, I'm fairly certain that all three of those came out of the same pack. But I have a tall, a medium, and a small. And I don't know why. It's just, that's just how it is. Luck of the draw. I mean, they're all, pretty sure they were all in the same pack. And I planted them all in the same day. But see, this is why I told you another time that I had right there, there's extra, right there is where I started and weeded and put the landscape fabric all the way back. So I'd be able to walk in there. And I may even have to pull them apart, you know, so they don't, so the leaves can stay dry. For now, I think they're going to be okay. But honest to goodness, and like I said, my I call it a greenhouse, and I told you it's not a greenhouse. It's not heated or anything. There's no fan. It's actually was over 100 degrees in there when I went out to it today to get those tomatoes out and put them outside. I don't know about this cage here. There we go. But anyway, yeah, that's how that's how Pammy Quite Contrary's garden is growing. There's really nothing in the greenhouse now. I do have some, I put my aloe plant there. You don't want to see the neighbor's house. I put my aloe plant in there and had a rose that my daughter had gotten me. I planted, I put it in there, little tiny little rose. Got it for me just because I love those kind of presents. But I planted that today. I potted it. Some of my marigolds are doing well, like really well, and some of them are just doing so-so, but they'll be okay. They dry out really quickly in the blocks. And here it is something different. I had these pots under the house. And they're really pretty. I had a whole set of them. And I've got them all out. I still need to plant one. What I did in there is I planted zucchini because I think zucchini's a pretty plant, and also that it'll bear fruit. You know, it'll something you can eat. I cleaned up a little bit around here. I have a bird that really doesn't like me. It's like, I mean, he's hitting it on the fly, you know. But right there's the little rose that my daughter got me. See if I can get out of the... I don't know. It didn't say what kind it was, but it had the blooms on it, and they're fading. I need to cut those off. But I put it in that pot, which is one of the ones of the set, and then that's a set. I don't know what I'm going to put in there. I may just plant a few marigolds or something in there, or maybe go down and get... I don't know. But go down and get something to put in it. But that rose was in a pot that was about this big around. Just, I mean, it was in like a 2-inch pot. And there's my my spearmint's really doing well. They say be careful, it's invasive. That, you know, put it in a container, plant it in a container. That's what I did. The thing has probably doubled in size, maybe tripled. These large leaves here were the original growth of the plant, and then this just, I put it in this pot and it just took off. And what it does is it roots. I don't know if I can show you a little root on it, but it falls down and then it gets a root, and that's how it gets so invasive. I have only ever seen spearmint growing along a creek bank. That's only a time I ever saw it. And I cleaned up. This had my bags of dirt and everything. I weeded it a little bit today. I fixed up my hand washing station a little bit better. This towel will it'll come off and it'll go in the greenhouse. I used it today. Ran some water, and the first thing out of that spigot was a bee. And it got me. I had it in my hand. I'm going, what's that? Sting? You know, it got me. So, but I don't know. You can probably see. I'm not going to open up the greenhouse. I just closed. I probably should have left it open. Come to think of it, it was so unmercifully hot in there. There, for the tomatoes that are left in there. There, see, I put the dirt in here. Those are my, I really need to plant those. Those are sunflowers. There's my aloe plant that dies every winter, and still those little rocket tomatoes. These are the tomatoes I was going to give to my friend Deb. I think I need to give them to, they need to go outside. And that needs repotted. That was for my neighbor, but it needs repotted. This is my, I think I showed you, my oregano that I pulled out of the yard. I can get rid of this now. It was attached to that. But it's doing really well. It's getting new growth. And that's good because I didn't tell my yard guys not to cut it, and they cut it down. So, in the greenhouse, you can see the temperature is what is that, 10, 15, 12, 14, 114? Yeah, I need to leave it open. So anyway, but anyway, that's my chair I was sitting in. I sit in the shade of my lilac bush. That is my bucket that I throw my weeds in when I'm out here weeding. But this is my lilac bush is doing really well. That is a tree that I need to cut out of my lilac bush. My neighbor did a real good job, but the loppers just didn't get it. Isn't it beautiful? It's so pretty. Anyway, there we go. Oh, I need to cut all this down too. That's nothing. That's scrub. Anyway, I was really glad to get all that picked up and prettied up. And every time I come around this corner, I just go, I'm so proud of myself. Please don't let the deer and groundhog find it. Please. Anyway, that's it for today, and that's the update. And hope everybody is having a really good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.